Hello and welcome to Play PKN, the weekly video bulletin bringing you the top stories from packagingnews.com.au. I'm Ian Ackerman, editor of PKN. And in the news this week, it's financial reporting season, and the key takeaway was that packaging companies have fared much better than many other companies and industries around the world during the COVID-19 pandemic. Take, for example, the airline industry. Qantas this week posted a $2 billion loss for its 2020 financial year, and that is a 333.8% decrease on the previous year. Now, packaging industries around the world have been deemed essential industries, meaning that they are able to operate through periods of shutdowns and around restrictions imposed by governments to try to get a handle on the pandemic. Now, onto the numbers. First up, we have Orora. The packaging giant posted not so stellar results this week. Its sales revenue was quoted to be $3.57 million, which is a 5% increase on the previous financial year. But its EBIT, its earnings before interest and tax, decreased 14.3% to $224.3 million. And its NPAT, its net profit after tax, decreased again by 22.8% to $127.7 million for the 2020 financial year. Now, the company said that the COVID-19 pandemic accounted for a decrease of $25 million in its EBIT. And 90% of that decrease was attributed to its North American businesses, and only 10% of that decrease was attributed to its Australasian businesses here. Now, onto Pact Group. Pact Group posted an NPAT of $80.8 million, which is an increase of 4.5% on the previous year. The company reported that demand in most consumer sectors was resilient over the COVID period, and its local manufacturing capacity allowed it to have a security of supply here in Australia. Now onto Coca-Cola Amatil. Coca-Cola Amatil said that challenging trading conditions led to a 9.2% decrease in trading revenue for its first half of the calendar 2020 year. And for that same period, its ongoing NPAT was down 35.3% at $112 million. Now, Amcor, the packaging giant, which is listed on the New York Stock Exchange, but used to be listed on the ASX. Amcor said it had seen minimal disruption due to the pandemic, and it posted a net profit of just more than $1 billion, which is an 11% increase on the 2019 financial year. It said that the COVID-19 pandemic affected different markets and geographies differently at different times. So surges in some areas were offset by dips in others and vice versa. That is all for packaging for Play PKN for this week, which was brought to you by machinery specialist Bonfiglioli. And for more numbers on the financial results, head over, and for more stories that we didn't have time to talk about today, head over to packagingnews.com.au. I'm Ian Ackerman, signing off for the week.